Joker has Batman, and suddenly a simple crime becomes a thrilling narrative between two titans.
Exactly!
These videos are not for children. If you're a children, then piss off.
Hey there, it's me, your least favorite YouTuber, the Infuso. And one of my all-time favorite comic book characters is the Joker. I know that I'm not appealing to exactly a niche audience, as he's probably a lot of people's favorite villain. He's widely regarded as Batman's greatest foe. A villain who is objectively just as important to the brand as the titular character. He's broken out so far that he's spawned into his own branding outside of Batman, getting his own solo projects without Batman's presence. Joker is without a shadow of a doubt Batman's most successful and most well-known villain. Even people who know nothing about Batman know the Joker, but there are other villains. We all know that, right? Now don't get me wrong, I love that we've gotten more interpretations of the Joker over the years. Granted, there's definitely some I could live without, but there's a lot of different depictions of Batman's big bad. And for me, as a fan of the character, the more the merrier. I just don't think the character's presence should take priority over every other villain in Gotham City, which a lot of the time is the case. You see, the Clown Prince of Crime has the tendency of completely overshadowing everything that he's attached to, at the expense of everyone attached to everything he's attached to. The Joker headlined the Arkham series, and was the focal point in each and every one of these games, even the ones he wasn't supposed to be. In Arkham Asylum, he becomes the literal inmate running the asylum, unleashing Batman's rogues gallery against him. He's the main antagonist, with all the other villains taking a back seat to him, understandably. In the follow-up Arkham City, Joker again appears as the main antagonist, threatening to poison hospital patients with his tainted blood. The game ultimately ends with Joker's death, with Mark Hamill claiming that he would never return to the character again. The next Arkham game was a prequel, where the game put focus on Batman's first meeting with major villains like Bane, Penguin, and Black Mask. That is, until Black Mask is ultimately revealed to be the Joker in disguise, thus making him the focal point once again. Arkham Knight was the finale of the series, meant to follow Arkham City. And despite the Joker already being dead, he still somehow managed to steal the show post-mortem. Joker appears as a mixture of the effect of his poisoned blood in Batman's system and Scarecrow's fear toxin. And at this point in time, all of the focus is taken off the titular villain, the Arkham Knight, as well as the Scarecrow, who is the secondary villain. Joker takes priority over every villain these games ever recreated. In the show Gotham, Fox wasn't permitted to use the Joker, at least by name. Now, initially the plan was to have a bunch of actors portray possible Jokers, in which the audience would choose for themselves from all the potentials who they personally felt would grow up to become the Clown Prince of Crime. And they did that for a few episodes, before casting Cameron Moynihan as a conceivable clown. And that's when the audience in unison pointed and said, "That's our Joker." Not allowed to officially call him as such, the show created Jerome and Jeremiah Valeska, twins who essentially acted as different variations of the Clown Prince of Chaos. He was originally brought in to play the character in just one episode in the first season, and the fan base went so rabid for his performance that he was brought back in a larger capacity the following season. He'd become a major player in the next couple seasons of the show, becoming more and more Joker-esque over time. He'd even lead an entire team of Gotham's baddest. The non-Joker Joker of the show very quickly overshadowed the show itself. After his one appearance in the first season, he was all people talked about when they talked about Gotham. What was only supposed to be a guest starring gig suddenly became a reoccurring role 2 times over, all because of the popularity of this character. Mind you, the character was never supposed to be anything more than a one and done, not even an official iteration of the iconic villain. Just an episode-long arc of a what-if scenario with this character wound up engulfing the entire series. More than anything else, for better or worse, he is what is remembered from the show. Whether they loved or hated it, a lot of people are still talking about it. Joker's always being snuck into stories that don't center around him, either because he's seen as a complete necessity, out of fear of straying from the familiar, or because someone feels that a Batman project needs the Joker to succeed. The Batman even felt the need to give Joker a meaningless cameo. Matt Reeves has stated that there's no plans regarding this character. It's a setup not for a payoff, but instead just an acknowledgement that a character exists in the canon. It stands out especially here because everything else in this near 3-hour movie that was shown with intent. The sudden appearance is pointless, but someone deemed it a necessity, as an alternate longer scene that introduced the character was cut from the movie as well. Someone really felt this movie needed a Joker. And yeah, Joker's one scene at the end of Zack Snyder's Justice League was also completely unnecessary to the story at hand, but I won't count that because, he was in good company. Look at that scene. I'm just saying it wasn't an exclusively him thing there. There were a couple of characters that just felt excessive. I mean, as a fan, I'm never going to complain about fan service, but I will call it out when it feels unnecessary. There seems to be this strange all-or-nothing philosophy that comes with the character. Either the shows and movies he appears in go all out with the appearance, or alternatively, he's only acknowledged in small doses. In Batwoman, the character is alluded to on several occasions, with the show hinting at, and then finally indicating, that Joker made Batman snap and break his no-kill rule. Hence why both characters are absent from that show. There was a similar premise in the old Birds of Prey series, although they also showed glimpses of the character from unique angles to never fully reveal the villain. Which is not dissimilar to what was done in Titans, where the character was once again only shown briefly, despite playing a primary part in a major story. Joker kills off Jason Todd, just creating his journey into being Red Hood. And then eventually Bruce goes, yeah, I killed him. And that's Joker's journey there. It's like the Joker either consumes the product he's a part of, or he's just a bizarre footnote in it. When he's used in stories and he's not a leading man, it usually means he's completely shoehorned into a story without rhyme or reason. And it feels like that's being done to appease a fan base. But we don't really need that. At least not all the time. Don't get me wrong, Joker's great. He's integral to the overall Batman story and serves as Batman's greatest foe. He is his polar opposite in every fathomable way. He's important to the overall Batman story, but he's not needed in every single Batman story. There are other villains. I mean, that's actually one of the things Batman is most notable for. His extended rogues gallery. There are plenty of other big bads out there for him. I mean, he's got quality and quantity. There are so many more Batman villains that have never made it to the big screen. Some who still haven't even made it to the small screen. I feel like far too many creators put all their eggs in the Joker basket when there's plenty of other villain baskets to store them in. Wow, I just really gave up on attempting good metaphors, didn't I? Look, make no mistake, I'm all for more Joker performances, but I feel like there's a time and a place, and it doesn't need to be all the time and in every place. I'm not sure everyone's going to agree with this take. As a matter of fact, I'm convinced of the opposite. But whoever does and likes this video, let me know in the comment section below by leaving a comment saying, "Hi, Joker." With all that being said, I was your least favorite YouTuber, Infuso, and I thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.
I am vengeance. I am the night, and that was Infuso. Just remember, if you're not tuning in, then you're missing out.
So, if you like the words that came out of his mouth hole, and you too would like to become a V-generate, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, nerds!
And if you're not joining the fun, you're in for one bad day. And you know what they say about having one bad day?
Catch him next time. Same bat time. Same bat channel.
Joker from Batman.
He creeps me out.